Hey y'all, I forgot to introduce the date on the last video. It's Thursday, April 24th, 2020. I'm feeling it vibrating, like my right arm and leg feel like they're vibrating. We just got back at 11:30. We got back here in Pensacola. I just want to say things don't seem as good as I thought they were, So, but I'm going to talk about that later. But this video, I'm going to talk about how, basically my experience dealing with, like how the hell you be bullied and gang up on in places like the mental hospital, mental health homeless shelters, regular homeless shelters, and domestic violence shelters. How, and it's like, how the hell are people in those four institutions that I named, mental hospital, domestic violence shelter, homeless shelter, in a mental health shelter, regular homeless shelter and mental health shelter or whatever. So how the hell you live with people like that, and they're all gang up on you and act like they think they're better than you, and like you deserve every punishment, or every time the staff punish you, me getting ganged up on by all the staff and everything like that, It's like, I'm questioning how the hell, if we all in a mental hospital, how the hell people in a mental hospital call you crazy and mock and laugh at you and look down on you? Like, how the hell people in a mental hospital do that? If I'm crazy for being in a mental hospital, like, I never heard of normal people in the mental hospital. But then again, they did have people who supposedly act normal, but they were labeled have a mental disorder too, But I did not know I was gang stalked even then. I'm sitting here thinking, like, how the hell I go to a domestic violence shelter? Okay, if you've been a victim of rape too, but then you tell me I deserve to be raped, and I'm not I put myself in a position to allow myself to be raped, and I'm not a victim, but then you're at this domestic violence shelter because you're raped too, or you're at the domestic violence shelter because your man was beating on you, but then you act narcissistic and controlling towards me, and bossy and bullying me, and act like you want to keep tabs on me, for control, and then you use me out my money, and then tattle my every move. You go back and tattle on purpose to act like you want to drive me to get kicked out of the domestic violence shelter or whatever shelter I'm in. Or when it comes to the mental hospital, you don't get kicked out, but you forced to stay longer. There were perps pretending to be mentally ill patients who wait till the day before the psychiatrist is supposed to release me from the mental hospital, and then they set up a scenario on purpose just to get me to get mad and go off on purpose, just so they can put a cocktail in me and restrain me and physically abuse and beat on me and torture me and everything. And while everybody's cheering on my torture and applauding the abusers, and then I'm not allowed to report any abuse or anything like that, and be told that what I went through was not trauma. Like, how the hell, if you've been a victim of domestic violence, your man just beat on you and had you in the hospital and tried to kill you, but then you come there and use me out my money, and there you go bullying me around and act like you want to fight me. You want to beat my ass, but you're the victim of domestic violence, but you want to beat me up and bully me in a domestic violence shelter. I wonder how the hell not only people like that, but people I went to school with, just the topic of bullying. The people who used to bully, harass, and laugh at me, I used to be told, "Oh, you're the one gonna be that successful doctor one day. Just ignore them. You're gonna be more successful and they're gonna be asking you, may I take your order, or would you like fries with that shake? Or they're gonna want to be the ones serving you. They're gonna be the ones working at fast food." When I realized during the MySpace days in 2006, I had just graduated from college, and all the kids who used to bully, harass, and laugh at me, freaking at school, I mean junior high and high school, those bastards own cars, own houses, do real estate, own their own businesses and stuff like that. But me, what happened to me? Became a victim of abuse from the foster mom and them after Hurricane Katrina, and ended up homeless, and forced to leave my car behind. So I would like to, I guess I just want to get that little vent and rant out there, because my phone is probably gonna stop because of storage space running out. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.